The Life of Chuck is a brand new film that I know premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival in September of 2024. However, it might have premiered at other festivals as well in 2024. It got its wider release in 2025, and this is directed by Mike Flanagan and based on a short story out of the book If It Bleeds by Stephen King. And I've never read the novella and the short story, so I do intend to, but I went into this film not knowing the story or anything like that. But I knew kind of from the ads and the trailers what this film was going to be, and I was expecting something like very grand, extravagant when it comes to the exploration of life and the human condition, and something like the Tree of Life. That's kind of what I was, not as, out there as the Tree of Life, because I've only seen that parts of that film like once, and I want to watch it again, but it's a trip, so I have to like prepare for that one. But I was expecting something like that, and I was expecting to be blown away from this film. But I found it good to great. I found it pretty good for what it was. Like, it was, there's no flaws in this film outside of, like, I'll explain a bit more what I mean. But as for what it is, it's fine. It's great, actually. The only thing I found about this film by the end of it is that the best word I can describe is this film feels hollow. And this film feels not unfinished, but missing pieces. You know what I mean? It feels empty and hollow in a sort of way that it could have been filled. It feels like it has holes in it somehow. And it feels incomplete in a structural way that, it felt like there was things that could have been added to it, more footage maybe or whatever, that would have made this film feel more epic, I think. Even though it clocks in at an hour and 50 minutes, it's not quote unquote too short, but for what the material they're working with, it does feel like it could have gone further in more places. And I felt a little underwhelmed with that. And then it also ends abruptly, I find. Like, when the credits rolled, I was surprised. I was like, it ends here? That's it? Like, I have a few more questions with this. However, the cast is packed. I mean, you got Tom Hiddleston, who plays the titular character, I can never say that word, as an adult, as his, like, oldest form in the movie. And then there's, like, three or four kids that play younger versions of him. And they're all great. Tom Hiddleston is great, and all the kids who play his younger versions are fantastic. There's some musical numbers in the scene, not singing, but dancing. There's a few parts in this film that are dances, and they're great. I loved those the best, probably. Everything that has to do with dancing in this film is flawless. It's perfect. And it's very existential, like I said. And it's told backwards, which I found interesting and I found worked really well. You got Kate Segal in here playing a character. You've got random people showing up too that I didn't even notice in the film. I just noticed them in the cast and crew when I looked on IMDb. You got Amish Linklater in here. You got Lauren Lavera, who plays Sienna in the Terrifier films, showing up somewhere. She's in the cast. I didn't see her again or recognize her, but I think you got if it was her, it looked like her. Oh my gosh, Nightmare on Elm Street. Heather Langenkamp. It looked like her, and I swear it's her, but if I'm not mistaken, unless it's somebody else that looks just like her. But I'm pretty sure Heather Langenkamp is in this. I will have to check the credits once more. And I don't know. I really enjoyed this film for what it was, but I just thought it had this hollow feeling at the end of it that I'm just like, I don't I have to give this film another watch maybe, but maybe I just had my expectations too high. I don't know, but or maybe once I read the novella and then watch the film, which is most likely what I'm gonna do, I'll have a way different experience with this film. I don't think it's bad at all. I don't have any negatives to say about the film other than it could have gone longer, and that's not really a negative. That's almost a compliment because it's like, wow, this film was so good. I wanted to see more. But yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about the film without getting into spoilers because it's a film about scenes like one after the other, and each scene holds such significance, and a lot of things tie together because of dialogue and things that happen, and everything starts to connect and make sense. You've got Mark Hamill in here as well, who does a great job in his character and performance. He looks much older in this film than he has in any other film. I mean, because he's got gray hair and gray mustache, he looks like he's in his 70s or more. They dressed him up to look older. But yeah, performances were great and the story is great. I wish I could say more without spoiling because I just want to keep this spoiler free. This is a film to experience, so. But I did feel a little bit underwhelmed at the end of it. Not everybody's going to feel the same. I heard lots of people loved it. Most people loved it exactly the way it was. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you think if you read the novella or if you've seen the film, and if you think differently, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this one merits rewatch, and I do recommend seeing it. Just it's basically not as mind blowing epic. Like it's no Everything Everywhere All at Once or anything like that. It's no Tree of Life. It's no Interstellar, which is my personal favorite film of all time currently. It's just it felt lighter than that. Maybe to a lot of people that'll be a good thing, but not sure. Go check it out for yourself if you haven't yet. It is streaming now. And subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel already. Stay tuned for what's coming. Maybe one day I will purchase this film and do a spoiler review on it after reading the novella and doing comparisons for a longer video. And until next time, have a good one. Take care and cheers.